Welcome back to another installment of Rising of the Fury. It's Chapter 7. Whatever title I decide to call it. We don't have titles for these chapters. I make them after we have this, after the session, because of what happened in the session. Anyway, so it's been a while since we've all played, and as an announcements go, we have lost 2 players. We no longer have NK and the other guy's name, Hexagolian. We no longer have those guys. They're off and away, essentially. Don't worry, I have a plan of how they're gone. One of them is extremely violent, the other one is not, essentially. But let's get on with the review. In the last exciting episode of Rising of the Fury, a lot technically happened. The 7 of them had met with some of the court representatives, when while they seemed friendly, it all turned ugly pretty fast, with Garruk, Endeavor, and NK dying first to sniper shots, taken from the far woods that were, stealthily... Crap, I messed up that sentence. Anyway, we're just going to move on. The party panics. Kelby is killed within the action due to a headshot, and, well... I always have difficulty with her name. Clarice. Why do I always have a problem with that? Anyway, she runs off into the woods as a werebear, but then immediately gets shot and paralyzed for a moment and hides, lost to the woods themselves. Vale, Lex, and Hexagolian make their way to the semi-truck that belonged to the court itself. Lex gets his legs blown, or gets his one leg blown off, his right leg, and Vale loses his good arm with a gaping hole in his chest. Lex succeeds in killing the 2 captains, whoever they were, and whatever is inside the truck, by gassing them out with a substance made of his own concoction. As they make their getaway, Vale just slips the info of Kelby to Lex that she was his half-sister, essentially, and they avoided a falling meteorite hitting the Earth, making a large crater as they drive away really fast. But meanwhile, Endeavor, NK, and Garruk find themselves in a new realm upon their death. One of a blizzarding snow and thunder, making their way through this place to a oriental tavern of black stone with golden trim and purple highlights that glow, meeting a man behind the bar calling himself S. He grants them 3 requests to their journey ahead. NK had asked and found the location of Princess Halafa in the city of Paddleton. Garruk had requested to finally go home, to finally go to Valhalla to meet his wife and child, and was replaced with a new member. And lastly, Endeavor had recruited one of the Agents of Soul. His name, or rather his title, the Enforcer. S had made it very clear that they would meet him in Slank without them actually knowing what he looks like. As a few as in the... What did I write here? I think I must have wrote that wrong at 2 a.m. Anyway, the hidden party members until... the rest of the party members are eventually plopped into the middle of a field alongside the road, ready to meet up with, essentially, Lex and Vale, leaving Endeavor and their new friend, or the new friend of the party, along on the side of the road. We return back to the action where Endeavor and his newfound friend all meet up on the side of the road, where essentially you don't really see, you don't hear anything. It's just trees on one side of the woods and field on the other. You are behind a fence, and weirdly enough, NK isn't there. You don't know where he went or what happened to him. But he didn't make it back from the Afterrealm, whatever that place was called. It's just you 2.
Nice.
Feel free to... Well, you guys have just plopped into the scene, so what is it you would exactly say at this moment?
I'll let the other party members speak first, honestly.
Well, what's up, y'all? I'm Marino. I'm an elf, as you can see.
Oh,
Lies and
okay.
deceptions is my thing. So, you know, we got this. Um, check your pickpockets, because, I like to check them for you if you don't. If you have something useful, I might try and find it for you.
Oh, well,
Now, what we
thank you
got
for
going
the.
on here?
Well, in case you were wondering, my name is Endeavor Sparks. I am a Mobian Fennec to be precise. But anyways, it would seem that we have been brought back to the, I suppose one could say, the land of the living. So now we have to figure out where to get back to where we were previously. I mean, back to the location, to our group that we got separated from.
Who all's in this group?
Oh, it's just a fairly sized variety, that's for sure, and a variety of races and all of that stuff. Let's see. You know, I don't know the specific details of each individual. I'm just kind of I'm just a part of the group, but not. I am terrible at speaking. My goodness. Anyways, let's just see where this road goes to, and we'll follow it for now and see where it leads to.
Which way do you go? The way that you're facing, the road goes off to your left and to your right.
Let's
You
just take a look
know,
around. Do we see anything in the skylights? Do we see any type of light or visibility around us?
Far, far away to your right side, you'll see the remnants of where a massive crater has basically broken the earth. It definitely seems like it's a few miles away, but you're up on a hill. Essentially, you're able to look down across the valley in like a slight what's the word I'm thinking? You know, when the hill goes down, you can look over, but it's not like super sharp. No, not valley, but like the way that I'm looking for a particular word that the incline is said. Essentially, it's a very small incline. Let's just say that because I can't think the word. But yeah, as you overlook at it from this small hill, you can see a few miles away with your eyes. It's like, oh, hey, yo, something happened. Like the meteor had just crashed into the earth and things like that. And if you're really good at, you'll notice that the road itself actually follows down to the right, and like while it kind of disappears between some tree lines and some other places, that it kind of folds out, that it looks like it came to where that side of the crater hits. No, sorry, I might have worded that wrong. Well, the road leads to where the crater kind of landed, essentially. And you do see a dust cloud, a rapidly appearing dust cloud, and then weirdly enough, a large ignition from the forest itself, with a large fireball careening into something that's making the dust cloud on the road far down from yourselves. It looks like it hits it a little, but then keeps going away from the dust cloud. But the dust cloud actually doesn't stop moving. It still travels up the road.
Oh, so you're saying that?
I said that way.
You want to head towards the action?
I mean, yeah. Where
Okay.
else we gonna go?
I don't know. There's always the left. I'm just confirming which way you're going. That's essentially what I'm saying. Do you both agree to go to the right?
Yeah. Endeavor agrees totally. He just wants to.
All right, let's go check out this big old hole in the ground.
Oh, you're gonna follow the road, or you're gonna go straight through the downhill and like through the bit of field to the crater instead?
Through's fine. We'll walk right through it. We'll slide down the hill
Okay.
or roll. I don't know. Is it woods or is it what's on this hill? What do I see on this hill? Is it brush or is it grass?
You're in tall yellow grass, tall yellow dry grass, I should say, because the edges of the crater itself are on fire, but it's like so far away that it doesn't quite matter to you. But since the fact that it's so dry out in this field that down there is currently on fire and spreading a little bit, but it's very far away from you at the moment.
Oh.
But while you guys are traveling down the hill,
We should roll down the hill. It'll be fine.
well, you can roll down the hill. You want to roll down the hill?
I want to roll down the hill. Yes.
All right. Well, then I want you to do I'm gonna do dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that's fine.
Does Endeavor want to roll down the hill? Or is he just gonna walk?
He's definitely going to walk.
Okay, he's fine.
17.
All right, your rolling goes fine. I mean, like you're covered in dust from the grass itself, but it's nothing serious. You just get dusty.
Whee!
All right. As you've completed rolling down the hill, we'll cut back to the action at the truck with Lex, Hexgolian, and Vale. You three have just now escaped the situation at hand. You have just survived the massive crater that had hit the earth with a massive rumbling that the truck has just shook. It's insane of what's just happened, and even though Lex isn't driving anymore, he's holding onto his leg, trying to figure out if he can stop the bleeding, while basically Vale was the last one who was still driving because he could reach the pedals, unlike Lex. In doing so, Lex is like, "Hey, yo, man, what is going on? What happened between I don't feel good." And he vomits all over Hexgolian because he's very his body's in a state of a styled shock that he can't fully comprehend what's going on, so he just upchucks. And as he's throwing up, essentially a massive blast comes through the forest itself, and it hits the very top of the truck, funny enough. Except for Hexgolian, while Vale and Lex were fine because they were shorter, Hexgolian was not. He no longer has the shoulder part of his torso, along with his head is gone. That's just melted completely off, and his corpse basically falls over on Lex from the blast.
Well, what it looks so it's just me and Lex in the truck.
Well, now you are, because the Hexgolian's dead.
Well, looks like we're alone, and how I am staying so calm right now, I do not know.
Get the body off me!
Vale pushes the body out. Vale pulls out his short saber, and he's like, "You could use this to cauterize your leg, by the way, so you don't bleed out." But we definitely got to get out of here.
Yeah,
it's gonna hurt like a lot, by the way.
Yeah, I figured. I know a little bit about medical. That's the good stuff.
You like pain?
Not particularly. It's a coping mechanism.
You have any ideas where we should go next? Because we're the only two left alive.
Look, I don't know, man. We just survived basically a meteor holocaust. I don't know. I was trying to get fuel for we've lost all of our supplies. We have a semi-truck full of stuff, and we might still be getting shot at.
Yeah, we're probably... I was saying that... I mean, you see the headless guy, right?
Well, yeah, now. Yeah.
And the entire top of the truck is gone.
That's kind of a convertible.
We definitely... It honestly don't look too bad, like with the melted metal. Anyways, we're getting sidetracked and we're probably going to die soon. Anyways, we should definitely try to ditch this thing and get off the road, but also get away very fast at the same time.
But we need to get the slank. I mean, obviously we have to ditch the truck, but maybe we could use it a little bit longer. And as you guys say that, another fireball comes out of nowhere essentially and hits the rear side of the truck, launching the trailer not necessarily off of you guys, but it when it hits the rear, it basically swings the trailer itself, kind of like pulling you with the twist a little bit. And I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw to regain the truck. Oh no, you have a different one. Sorry. You have
Agility.
yes.
So I have no idea which one you choose for this. It's been a while. Probably not acrobatics.
I'd say agility because you have to regain the truck really fast.
My friend is at 26.
Yep, you survive the truck. You're like, hey, yo! And you get the truck to rebend itself, or not rebend itself. You get kind of where the truck keeps going along the road, saving your descent while the trailer kind of now scrapes behind you because it no longer has its rear self, so there's no longer wheels in the back. And all the stuff now is falling out of the trailer itself with large clattering and stuff's going everywhere all over the road. Lex is climbing out.
Lex. Oh, sorry. You still narrating? My bad.
It's okay. Lex kind of looks out the window a little bit as he basically shoves Huxgullion out of the truck now because there's just no door, and Huxgullion and it's just body just goes flop 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 on the side of the road, and he looks over like, "Well, there goes all the goods, I guess." Anyway, now you can say something.
Can you see them? Can you look back to see how far behind they are? Also, can we disconnect the trailer? It feels like it's going to slow us down.
We can't disconnect the trailer while it's driving? Or can we? I don't know. I've never tried that before.
You remember that thing I just handed you to, stop your bleeding?
Yeah, but that would require me cutting the tongue that goes into the back of the semi. You know what I mean? Would you literally crawl out there and cut it off? You want me to do that?
There's that chain back there, remember? Just hold on to the chain.
When
Once
did
you can want to drive it, I'll do it.
What chain? You haven't. When did you get the chain?
Remember, they used it as like a seatbelt before.
We're on a different truck.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
I don't know.
You can drive and I'll do it.
I can't reach the pedals. I'm short.
Looks like we're at an impasse.
Just keep going. It's not that much of resistance against this driving with a scraping truck
Can you
behind
really
us.
see how far away they are from us?
Are you asking me how far away the other two see you?
Yeah, like the bad guys. How far away are they from us?
The bad guys. Oh, well, you can't see
Yeah,
them.
the bad guys.
You just know that they are in the woods, probably. They might have you still aimed in their sights. I mean, they did just take another shot at you, but it's hard to tell exactly what you can notice, essentially. Unless you want to roll for investigation. See if you can do a quick check.
Sure you want me to do that?
I mean, you can. I'm just saying.
Heck yeah. Investigation is my favorite role. That's 20.
You take a quick glance out the side view mirror as you're driving along, and even though technically it's on the wrong side of the truck for you to notice anything towards the woods, you do actually get a glimmer of one of the bad guys on the road itself, aimed towards you guys with now a new rifle, funny enough, and it's glowing.
I start to take evasive maneuvers with the vehicle.
Okay, do acrobatics then. And I'll have to do a dexterity saving throw for Lex.
Son of a gun.
With the disadvantage, because he's hanging out the side of the truck looking.
That's a critical success, my friend.
All right, that's fantastic. Funny enough, as you are, you're maneuvering to avoid the next shot that you supposedly think is coming, you do hear the shot ring out, and Lex, weirdly enough, actually falls back into the truck as you turn abruptly to then, I'd assume you'd use the rest of the trailer to block the shot because it's already broken.
Yes, I'm using everything possible to survive.
Okay. You succeed in destroying basically the hanging off bits of the trailer itself, and most of it just kind of gets obliterated in the blast while avoiding the cab of the truck that you guys are in. And you recover the truck to where Lex basically falls back into his seat again. And you keep going. And it looks like, as you look through the mirror again, that the guy puts his gun on his shoulder as if maybe that was like the last shot and he can't do anything as you drive away. He's very, very small. Because he's so far away. That's what I mean.
Awesome. Yeah, we just keep driving.
You hightail it out of there and, oh, you know what? Let me,
Lex, what was the name of that town again? You said you had friends in?
Slank! We need to head to Slank. Remember, you got the map, right? Did you get the map?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I have the map.
Okay, I'm just checking, because, you know, maybe during all the rush, we would have been killed. I don't know, man. Hey.
The map's not alive. How can you kill it?
I'm not the map. I meant, look on the hill. And as he points up on the hill, you see two figures. Or rather, one. And then motions in the grass as far, far away. And Lex fumbles into his now just one satchel on his on his persons. He pulls out one what's it called again? It's not binoculars. It's the single one. Telescope. There we go.
Telescope.
He pulls out a telescope, and he looks over and he's like, "That's Endeavor. Didn't he get, I don't know, blown to smithereens?"
You must be seeing stuff, because, yeah, he got a big hole through his head.
But look! And he's like pointing to way, way, way up the hill to basically what he sees is
I'm
just
driving. I can't look, Lex.
What do you mean you can't? Just look to the left! Look to, it's a dirt road. What else is there gonna be? Come on, just look to the left!
Pothole?
Oh,
Somebody
okay.
in the middle of the road?
Oh, so, fine. They get to experience the afterlife or
Fallen
something. A tree. Fine, whatever. All I know is that I see a gray furry figure up on the hill over there. I don't see what. There's something running around in the field itself. I can't see what that is, but I think that's Endeavor.
Vale sneaks a glance.
Like, to you would be looking up the hill as you're driving along. It should be somewhat easier.
I thought you meant like off to the side.
Well, it is off to the side,
Like
but
up-
not like, you know how you drive a car, you can look slightly up to your left, you know, as you can.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he was essentially pointing to when he was telling you to look. Since he's already basically done his checks, that's why he's pointing to where you should look. And as you are looking, you do see a very, well, small, because they are far away, gray figure on top of this hill with familiar long ears.
Suppose I could see why you'd think that's him, but again, there's a big hole through his head, and then, the meter probably exploded him or crushed him. Yeah.
You know, you
I don't know how that'd be possible. Even my healing ability isn't that powerful.
Okay.
Like, I don't even know if I can replace my arm here or your leg.
Well,
I've never tried, actually.
I mean, I the leg is gone. We can guarantee that my leg is gone because there's nothing left of our campsite due to that, crater. But I mean, like, I haven't seen much of his kind around. Maybe I am just, they could just be another lost pair of outsiders. You know what I mean? We could get them to our cause, despite the fact we have barely a truck left here. But maybe, we could convince them. I mean, like, it's just you and me now, cuh.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
We kind of need all the help we can get.
You are very right. Heck, what could go wrong, right?
Yeah, honk the horn at him. See if it works. That's a very sad sounding horn. Well, then again, it has had a lot of damage, hasn't it? Anyway, as basically Vale has now honked the horn, and it's loud enough for Endeavor and what's her name again?
Noah.
What?
Noah.
Murnoa? Okay.
Close enough.
Murnoa? Am I getting that right?
Marinoa.
Oh, Marinoma. Okay. Marinoma. All right. Marinoma does turkey.
No, just Marinoa.
No, I'm just trying to remember your name. That's it. I'm just doing a thing. Okay, so Marinoma and Endeavor do hear the horn honking. And meanwhile, Marinoma is, still rolling down the hill, essentially. But you do hear the horn. What do you do?
How hard would it be to stop rolling and look up?
Well,
Like, how steep is this incline? Am I just
the incline
Get out.
wasn't actually that steep. You
oh,
essentially, you've kind of forced more of your rolling because of the thick, dry grass that you're in than gravity itself. So you have a lot of resistance to slow down,
see?
which is why you
Okay.
kind of had a slight advantage with it being thick grass. So
All right. Well, Marino's gonna hop up and look after he hears the horn from a distance, and he's gonna look. Hey, big furry man! There's something down there.
And Endeavor replies with, I know I heard something. What is it that made that sound? Where's it coming from?
well, you can see down the road. To you, Endeavor, this would be a familiar truck because technically you saw glimpses of it the night before. Not the full picture, but you could definitely kind of guess with the crater that was over there. Although you weren't there for the crater. Essentially, you don't fully know what this truck is. But you can see far down the hill that there is an approaching, basically broken down semi-truck with only the rear left of the trailer on it. It's enough that it's like if the portion that sits on top of the actual towing part of the semi-truck itself, if you were to cut the trailer like right there, that's all that's left. So it's just carrying around this basically this hollow bit of the trailer as it kind of just swings, or not swings, kind of rotates just aimlessly now because it's just exposed to the elements as it drives up the road. It does sound a little rough because, not well maintained and it just survived a whole lot of mishaps. But you can definitely kind of tell what it is as it drives up the hill.
Oh, it would seem that a vehicle is here. I wonder if there's anyone on it that we might be familiar with.
Well, let's go find out.
You head your way to basically where the trailer, not the trailer, where the dirt road is still kind of closer to you guys, where you can cross, not necessarily cross, you can walk through the field to the fence that is between the field itself and the road, and then from beyond that road is the woods, and you come up with the semi-truck pulling up and slowing down. I'd assume at this point Vale can see who exactly is at the road. I'm essentially speeding up time here. He pulls up and he does see Endeavor, but he doesn't recognize the new guy. And neither does Lex. But they do recognize, as I said, they recognize Endeavor. Hey, yo, that is Endeavor. I was right, see? He slaps you on the shoulder.
That son of a gun's been holding out on us.
How
How did he survive that?
I don't know. Maybe he's immortal or something. Maybe whatever his race is has got some sort of special nuclear power or something. I don't know. I've
He's
got
a
special.
pacifist. Darn pacifist.
Well, pacifists have been known to have strange abilities, so I don't know.
Guess I need to become a pacifist.
Huh.
Except
Anyway.
for when it matters, then I don't know.
You know what? I hear that. Hey! And Lex leans out the window to where Endeavor can see him waving as hey, yo, hey, Endeavor!
Oh, hey, hello there. It's very much a surprise to see you in this moment.
You're
What's he
surprised.
saying?
He's saying he's surprised to see. Roll down your window. How are you surprised to see us? We're surprised to see you. You don't have you have your head.
Yeah, I very much remember you. Sorry. Rolls on window. Yeah. Didn't you like not have a head the last time I saw you?
Is that what occurred?
Yes.
Are
you
you
got your
holding
head
down on me, bro?
You got your head blown off last episode.
You got like magical regeneration abilities that survive your head being disintegrated practically and then crushed by a meteorite.
Man, I am surprised about that. Man, I should have grabbed. Well, then again, I guess I couldn't grab Kelby's research. Oh, she's my sister. Oh, ye clowns! I forgot about that, didn't I?
Half sister,
that
not half sister, not full sister.
don't make it any less weird than it actually is. What's wrong with you?
Anyway, this guy survived.
Yes.
So maybe Kilby survived.
How would Kelby survive? Then again, if he survived, how
How
did
did
you
he
survive?
survive?
How did you survive? Explain now.
Not
Or are you a
by
fake?
conventional means.
He could be a fake.
Also, who's this guy?
Hey, he could be. Wait, fail. He could
You're
be
right.
fake. They could be fakes.
You
How do we know that he's real?
Feel
were
like-
brought.
Vale ignites a saber. Yeah, how do I know you're not fake?
Yeah, explain that. Explain that. How are you real? How are you
There's so
here?
much trauma in the last 10 minutes, apparently.
Exactly. I will throw everything in this one pouch that I have at you so hard. Yeah,
And I'll make sure it gets to you.
yeah.
Well, as it turns out, we were brought to a different realm of some kind. We do not know what that realm is. We just know that we suddenly appeared there, and there was this tavern building that we went inside of, and there was this bartender or the host who was helping us out, gave us ideas and suggestions, and helped us out to what we needed and sent us back here. That's all I know, really.
So who's the new guy?
Good
Huh?
here, too.
How do we not?
That
maybe-
kind of does sound like an outsider thing to do.
I mean, does it? Is that normal for you people? I wouldn't know because I'm not an
I
outsider.
don't know, man. It's my first time.
Well, have you
Although,
experienced anything
the
weird?
getting stuff for free does not sound like an outsider thing.
What do you mean? What are you talking about getting stuff for free
You get
for?
stuff for free all the time. It ain't that hard.
He just said this random guy who was like the caretaker gave him a bunch of stuff and helped him and stuff.
Oh, yeah, good point. Oh, they must be on the inside. They
Nothing's
are working for the
free in
court,
life.
aren't they?
Yeah.
It's all a conspiracy. I knew it. We couldn't trust the furry man or his new friend. Vale, we're all gonna die. Maybe floor it. We gotta get out of here.
Well, wait, what if I die and I meet this special guy?
Why
Then
would
he
that
gives
be a
me
good
free stuff,
plan?
and then I come back to life with cool stuff.
I
What?
mean, I can pop you in the head and we can try it.
No. Vale,
fun.
what is wrong with you?
Again, who are you again? Who are you?
Yeah, who are you?
I don't know if I trust you yet, but who's this guy?
How do we know Endeavor's
Oh.
actually Endeavor? Huh?
I'm Marinoa. I'm your skills expert here.
Did you just sneeze? Was that?
I don't know.
Say it again.
My name is Marinoa.
Bless
I'm
you.
your skill. All right. And you know what? I can pull this pistol. We can find out.
Hey, yo.
What kind of pistol is that? It's kind of small.
Vale, what are you doing? Listen, we can't have you going rogue and dying on me. You want to leave me behind?
Small.
I'll stop the bullet midair. Remember that thingy I can do with, thingy the air, like I
air
did with you
thingy?
at one time.
Oh, you mean throwing me?
I'm
Give me
gonna
that weird
fire
thing?
this. I want to see this. I'm gonna fire it right at him.
What? Wait, are you actually firing your?
He said he could stop the bullet. That's new to me.
All right.
I don't know.
Shot rings out. You need to do dexterity save.
I was gonna try to pull the trigger for him early before he picks it up all the way, but yeah, it
Oh.
works too.
I need. I think I'll have you at disadvantage because you're distracted with talking to Lex at the moment.
Okay. For
You know what?
Force
Acrobatics.
abilities is intelligence, right?
Yeah, but you need a duck. You need the duck. That requires like, hey, yo, you know what I mean? I mean, it would be it'd either be agility or acrobatics, but acrobatics could be essentially, yeah, I just need you. It's your saving throw. Essentially, that's why I'm doing it.
Well, I'm not dodging. I'm trying to catch the bullet.
Oh, you're trying to Oh, okay.
Yeah, with my abilities.
Yeah, but you don't. He fired it off surprisingly. That's the thing.
Okay.
That's why. Yeah. There you go.
I rolled 2 3s.
Oh, dang.
So I rolled deuces. They're just 3s.
Well, I mean, he does get a special thing, but that doesn't quite help you in this situation here.
Which I still have to roll for the last special thing.
Oh, that's
last
true.
time.
Yeah,
I got a note here for that. So I'll put that times 2.
Yep. Okay. As he fires the gun, it does catch you by surprise. And hold on. Oh, I forgot about the other notebook I need. What health level are you at?
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I didn't write that down.
Yeah, it might be important.
Hang on, Vale.
It's like really low, or like.
Yeah,
what was
we're
the
all
half?
on the
I don't
brink of
remember.
death. Vale is currently.
Oh, you might actually die here.
All right, I need you to roll for damage on that revolver real quick,
Oh, Lord.
and then I have to do some extra math after you. That.
12.
12 for damage? Okay.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to do... Uh-oh. No, wait.
You know, normally an uh-oh would make me sad, but knowing what happens after people die, I don't know. I can't if I'm gonna metagame this.
I can't find my pencil. Where'd it go?
Just grab a pen. It's fine.
But I want to use my pen. It'll leak all over the paper.
We'll roll for it then.
I can't... I already... What?
Roll
Roll for my
it.
pencil finding?
Roll an investigation check.
I hope your perception's high. Did you die?
He did.
No, I'm doing
I
math.
think.
Hold
Oh,
on.
I guess he found the pencil.
I'm using my pen, okay? I'm using my fancy pen, but I'm being light with it so it doesn't leak through the very loose, thin paper that this notebook is.
You should have rolled for it.
I did roll for it.
Oh, you must have failed then, huh?
What do you mean? I'm gonna put a naughty roll on
Probably
you.
rolled like 2.
Did you find the pencil or not?
I did. I'm mathing. You calm down.
I'm calm.
Anyway, so now that we've fired the revolver, the bullet actually hits you in the head, but it's not.
Ouch.
Dang.
But it doesn't kill you. It
He
just.
said he was going to catch it.
He did say
I wasn't
that,
ready.
but essentially, hearing the gunshot but not being prepared to be killed, essentially, he does duck, but it is enough that it kind of pierces the back of his skull as he does duck. It hurts, and
So I'm on like 1 HP pretty much.
you're at 3.
Nice. Not too bad. Got a
And
headache now.
mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
what the heck, man?
Whoa! Wow! You know what? And Blex is now just going to take his grenades and then throw them back at you because you just didn't essentially initiate combat.
Hey, now, the tiny man's throwing things.
The tiny man has now thrown a grenade, and a pink mist comes out of that grenade. I need you to do kind of an intelligence saving throw. Both you and
Intelligence?
Endeavor. Yeah.
Intelligence?
Yes. Because of what it's doing. Oh, that's right. You're on the other system. Ah, crap. Hold on. Oh.
It's fine. I have intelligence.
I
have intelligence saving throw.
All right. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, he's got intelligence.
Oh. Let me roll.
Endeavor, Elias, you too. You have to roll for your save.
15.
Okay.
And my character don't know what grenades are. They look like little rocks that are just blowing out smoke to me. So. Why is a tiny man throwing out rocks?
Okay, I got the number 7 on the dice.
Ooh. Okay. Well,
Ooh.
All right. It's not too bad because technically you are fully health. So it's so you too get enveloped in a rather bright pink cloud. As you breathe in the cloud itself, it's bitter and it is awful. It burns the insides of your bodies and it's like and oh, I need to roll damage. Hold on, I forgot about that.
Can I pick it up and throw it back at him?
You'd have to find it first. Hold on. Where's Endeavor's papers? Oh, there we go. And what was your... Oh, I need to look at yours. Yours is in my thingamabob, isn't it? Okay. Essentially, you guys take 50 points of damage.
Wow, liver.
I need to make his sheets. Okay, hold on. Oh, 78. Never mind.
I forget finding a thing. I'm crippled over here on the ground. My lord.
Okay, so yeah, it's not looking too good for you, Maranoa. As the gas grenade does about 50 points of damage, you're now at 28 health points.
I'm over here like I done fallen to the ground and coughing and wheezing.
And Endeavor is weirdly enough, Endeavor is very tanky. So while he lost 50 points, he's at 160 health, so he's actually more fine than you. As the smoke envelops the both of you in this attack, the cloud kind of dissipates by itself. It works rather rapidly to dissipate. Like, it's very strong when it first comes on, then it kind of like waves away, and then Vale's basically like, Lex, you alright to drive? Oh, sorry, I just called myself Vale.
You mean
Vale,
Lex? You mean Lex is actually
Vale. I'm discombobulated, dude. We need to floor this sucker. Come on, we gotta get out of here.
Vale is going to attempt to try to heal the back of his head.
Oh, okay.
We'll just heal himself, period.
So Vale's just now
I'm gonna start
panicking.
crawling. Go ahead.
What?
So I'm gonna start crawling to the truck.
Vale, he's getting closer. Worry about healing the back of your head later. Hey,
Vale
yo!
Vale stomps his foot onto the accelerator.
He does that, and the truck instantly drives away. Very quickly. I knew they were imposters. I knew it. They're already shooting us. They claim to be from beyond. You know what I mean? That's obviously not true. That can never be true. There is nothing outside of here. Or is there? You all right?
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. To his credit, we all tried to attack each other the first time we met each other. Before we met you.
I mean,
anyways.
Oh. Wait, y'all tried to fight each other before you all met?
Yeah, we all were summoned to this random place with no memory of how or why. And we met a bunch of random people, so I immediately assumed they were all bad guys. Trying to hurt me, so... Yeah.
Are you saying that I just now gassed them for no reason? That they might be real or they're not real? What's happening?
No, to your credit, he did shoot me in the back of the head.
Okay.
And I feel like if I fall, I'm gonna, gonzo.
Are you gonna die?
Which we could, yeah, man. Although if that were true, we could test if you really can come back from the dead. Who knows? But let me just take a sec and see if I can, not have a hole in the back of my head. Oh.
You don't look too good, Vale. and I need you to
Oh, really?
roll. I need you to roll another. I'm gonna have you roll with agility, but you're gonna have disadvantage, but like twice. So you gotta roll 3 times.
Oh gosh.
Because you're essentially dying. You're trying to drive away, and you're a very.
Natural one.
Oh dear.
I
Well.
was trying to heal myself while doing this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fail. And as Lex is trying to
slumps.
reach over to help you out, you slump over, and then you take the truck into a gully, and then the truck hits that gully. Thus, at the speed that you're going with such a rapid acceleration, trying to get away from them, you didn't realize that you had been going 65 miles an hour, and well, essentially, you hit that gully really hard, and essentially, it sends the front left of the truck into the gully, hitting it, and then sending it into kind of a flying front flip, and then crashing into the. Oh, that's right. There's no roof. Okay, I need to save Lex, and you have to. Well, you're already
Lex is dead.
unconscious.
What are you talking about?
What?
Like, there's no way Lex ain't dead.
Hold on. He's not looking good, but he's still hanging in there. Okay, I gotta
Well,
save.
there's no roof, and we do flying barrel roll through the air.
Yeah, we're doing a flying barrel roll through the air with a roof missing, but let's just see if maybe he makes it out.
I've got 3 HP.
Uh-oh.
Lex is missing a leg.
Yeah, about that. So you hit the ground and both of you perish. Because since the fact that the truck had no roof, there was no structural integrity for it to basically take any hits from the top. It basically pancakes both of you as it hits the ground. More specifically, Vale first because it's on the driver's side. Lex gets kind of flung out of the truck, and since he was already low on health, he gets hit on the back of the head from the trailer that's still semi-attached to the truck. And, well, it just hits him on the head, but it's enough to actually kill him, essentially. And now both of you are out of the game. I mean, you're not out of the game, but, like... yeah. And weirdly enough, from far away from your two's perspective, you kind of saw this happen.
What in the Sam hell was all that about? What was that? Who were? I thought they were friends.
And I recognized them too. That was crazy.
Oh, man. I tell you what, he said he could catch bullets. I guess he was wrong.
Yeah, I would second that. So great. So now we have to figure out what we should do from here, because I literally thought they were our ticket to where we need to go next. Because I literally thought we were rejoining the rest of our group. I guess that's out of the picture at this point.
Well, it's me and you now, Bubba. Let's go check out that truck and see if there's anything worth taking. Maybe they had some equipment or something on them we could use.
Okay, let's do it. I suppose.
You both approach the truck to now what's essentially a wrecked, smelly mess of fire and oil and some other basically rough engine smells. If you guys have ever been in a car accident before, you'll kind of know what it smells like. But essentially, with it burning in plastic and metal and other toxic fumes from the fire of the rubber itself that's on fire, I need you both to roll investigations.
Okay.
21.
Got number 7 on the dice.
Okay.
You and them 7s.
Hang on. You do remember you have to add it with your actual points on your sheet, right?
Oh, I thought you had those open.
You're the player. It helps me when you can look through your paper too.
Okay, I'll go.
All right.
Try to
You
find
have
that.
a 7, so you got 14. You both approach the crash site. You notice something's weird. There's no bodies.
could have sworn they were in the truck. Did they happen to hop out and you just missed it? Hello? Anybody there? If y'all jumped out, now'd be a great time to say something. Wait, maybe it's a trap. I'm gonna pull my pistol and kind of scan the area, look around.
It's just a field. There's a nice warm breeze. It's very nice.
Well, at least the weather's nice today. Alright, let's see what's in this truck.
You both approach the burning truck, trying to scavenge anything, if possible. In doing which, you don't really find anything of value left. There is, with the burning sludge and mass and cracked, destroyed parts of this truck, there's nothing really much salvageable about this thing. It's dead.
Hey, did you see what that tiny man did with them rocks?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Did you see what the tiny man did with them rocks?
I
The one he
think
threw at
I-
us.
Do I see him where he's at currently? I do not, and they seem to be missing, which is very, very strange.
Well, there ain't much we can do here then. We need to find a place and heal up. Where's the nearest town around here?
Do you want to roll for memory, Endeavor?
I believe I would, yes.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. Let's see, what does that come up with? So memory, 10 plus 5, that gives
15.
me 15 in total.
Okay. You remember in an old conversation that you had with Vale, an old man, and just amongst yourselves, there was the town Slank goes into your head. That was the destination that you, well, your original whole group was supposed to go to. But you don't actually remember where that is. The only people who did know were the people who looked at the map which was currently on Vale's body. And Lex, because he is a local.
And I'm guessing that map is also gone too.
Correct. The bodies are gone, and none of the stuff that they had on themselves is there.
Okay. So just a quick reminder. You said that the name of it is Slank. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. So Endeavor, that's, well, I remember this one place that our group was originally trying to get to, and it's a town called Slank. They had a map. I did not personally see the map, so I do not know exactly where it is, but I do remember the name of the place we were originally supposed to go.
Well, which way do we go then, Fairyman?
Oh my goodness.
We surely can't stay here.
Yeah, I guess we'll just follow this road, I suppose.
All right, left or right? Or we flip a coin for it?
You, Endeavor definitely knows that you're supposed to continue on where the road was, where they were driving. Because that's the direction that they were going in before, essentially. You don't want to go back to the crater.
Precisely right.
Well, then we go that way. Lead the way, Fairyman. Let's go.
You got it.
The two of you continue your walk down the long, dusty road of this very unfamiliar world, leaving basically everything behind. There is nothing on your persons except for the things that were, given with you on your journey. With no transport, it is at least a comfortable day in nature. The sun is warm and also the wind. In a rather pleasant feel. The weather is actually great as you travel across this road. However, we go back to Vale. Vale himself wakes up in a different place. It's dark. Not cold, but it definitely feels eerie. As you awaken in this darkened place, this void, you can stand. What you're standing in is what looks like to be a black, glossy tile, but it's forever shiny, but it doesn't feel like stone. In fact, you don't quite know what it feels like at all. It's very mysterious that this rock is the way that it is you just stand on, but it's not a rock. It's just a shimmering floor. This shimmering floor seems to go on forever and ever as you are in this dark place. There doesn't seem to be a direction. There doesn't seem to be anything in this realm. What do you do?
Have my stuff.
You notice that on your persons that you don't even have the weapons that you were entrusted. You don't have any of the tools that you were given, and weirdly enough, your body is actually repaired.
Like I have an arm.
You do have your arm.
Do I have my echo plant generators attached to my other arm?
You do not have your echo plant generators.
That's no fun. Just walk forward with no particular direction.
You walk.
Sensing my surroundings.
Oh, okay. You walk, and you walk. You keep walking, propelled in just a direction that maybe something will come up. And as what seems like actually feels like days of walking, you see something in the far distance. A small office. It's like just a section of a room, not a whole building itself, but just a section where there's a fireplace and smoke coming out the chimney. Bookshelves are alongside the walls of this place. It looks like basically a 1930s office. It's luxurious in its old-fashioned state. 2 chairs face towards the fire. You can tell someone is sitting in one of them. With more specifically on the side table that is in between these 2 chairs, what's it called? It starts with a C. I always forget what that thing's called. It's the thing that holds liquor. It comes in like a fan. It's
Flask?
No, it's not a flask. It's like a clay. I don't know. Just imagine a clear glass jar with like fine crystal engravings in the glass itself. You see a hand put down a glass of whatever liquor is in that bottle is also in that glass. From far, far away, you see a hand basically beckoning you to come to the office.
I continue to walk at a normal pace that I've kept with. No rush, no hurry.
You make your slow
No
approach
direction.
to the strange office in this realm that doesn't really seem to have much temperature. And even when you come close to the office itself, where you'd supposedly feel the fire, there is no warmth. There is nothing. In fact, as soon as the man raises himself from his chair, the office kind of disappears. He finally turns and faces you. The man of whom you see is of what looks to be more of a posh standard. A top hat upon his head with long blonde wavy hair, but in a rather fashionable trench coat and pinstriped suit. The shoes that he wears is, funny enough, of tactical sense. Not fancy wingtips that you would supposedly match with a pinstripe suit. He stares at you with weirdly enough, a full robotic face. That doesn't really match the hair that he has, but nevertheless, he has a robotic face. And weirdly enough, facial hair. So,
That was a
This-
pretty neat trick you got.
now,
You know, with the stuff disappearing.
I'm beginning to be disappointed in you, Rowan. I made you one of my agents.
Bill raises an eyebrow. You're... For you to know that, you're the one behind Tennessee, aren't you?
You may think what you need, and yes, I am. I am Mind. I am the one of whom you work under. I said to you that you were my agent, and yet you seem to be failing me. I mean,
It's quite a difficult task.
difficult. It was a rather simple task. Never
Simple
mind.
task, difficult execution. Anyways,
I
no
just-
need to argue, right?
I just don't know why you trashed the trucks. Anyway, listen, I already know what's happened. I've already spoken to my colleagues about what exactly is also going on as well. I chose you to be the rather, shall we say, impromptu leader of the group. You seem the most capable. And yet, you know what? Would you care for a spot of a drink?
It's been a very long time since I've had that's what you say, a spot of a drink.
Anything you wish?
Well, I'm sure you've had many drinks that I've never even tried. Why don't you surprise me? What do you think I would like? It's been decades since I've had any liquor.
A rather interesting request. Very well. In his hand appears a glass. A glass of almost the same style of like fancy china that his original shot glass that he was drinking out of previously before. Same style, but much bigger. It instantly fills with kind of a grayish color, like silver, with inline spectacles of like streamlined chrome silver that like kind of sparkles through the glass itself. This is a concoction from I shouldn't say where it's from because that would be too much information for you. He hands it over to you for you to take it from him.
I accept it with open hands. Smell it for
What
a
you
second.
what you smell is a rather intoxicating aroma. It's pleasurable. It doesn't smell sweet, but it's definitely more of a cinnamon flavor. But not necessarily too cinnamon. It's kind of on the edge of you don't quite know what it is for this peculiar liquid that you have in your hand. But with the cinnamon smell that you smell, you also get the scent of vanilla and cream. But also the burning sense of an alcohol that you would normally have in a hard liquor. Definitely not the color of drink that he was drinking before.
Too much information to let me know where this came from. And don't get me wrong, I don't need to know that information, but it was also too much information for me to have, or really to meet you. But here we are. Now, obviously, I didn't purposely. I would assume I died, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Obviously, I didn't purposely do that, right? Because although it looked like Endeavor came back from the dead,
He did.
didn't know for sure if it was it. Oh, okay, well, that answers your question. And then Vale lifts the glass to his mouth and just takes a small sip.
The taste that you smell, sorry, the taste that you get from this drink is roughly kind of what you smelled before, but instead of the more cinnamon smell that you got, it was definitely more of a punch of the vanilla cream with the hard liquor tones of what you kind of suspect is rum.
Vale has like almost like a shiver run through his spine because of actually how good it tastes, and it's been decades and decades since he's had any kind of alcohol, much less any drink this good. He goes, "Wow, you definitely don't surprise, mind." It reminds me of before I joined the order. Anyway, it doesn't. No need to reminisce on the past, but
I suppose. Perhaps another time.
I'm
Care
sure
for
you
a chair?
know
And
anything else, anyways.
he makes a
Okay.
chair appear.
Yes, I've been walking for what feels like days, but yet I'm not tired. But yeah, chair would be nice. I appreciate it.
The place that you're in right now, I cannot explain to you. And while one of my colleagues could have explained it better to his group, he did not. Therefore, I plan that he wants to keep this sort of ordeal that we have a secret. Now, the fact that you are dead, we are required to essentially help you out in your little venture, but I must warn you, you only have 2 lives left. That's right. Since you've died, everyone that has worked on our team has gained 3 lives. 3 times to where you can visit us. 3 times to where you can ask us one question. Without much limitation, although he changed that rule as well. He's really good at that, isn't he? Nevertheless, since you work for me, I'm not bound by Soul's rules. You can ask me anything that you need only but once. And I ask you to be very careful with your question. If you ask who I truly am or anything like that, that will be answered on a different day, but I highly recommend that you would ask more mission-related questions. Tennessee was definitely... well, he doesn't like you, in short sense. He finds you kind of ridiculous, and honestly, he feels like he would lead the group a lot better, but he is not needed there. Not at all. He's a special case.
You said questions. Plural.
I am allowing 2 questions. Unlike Soul, where he prefers to be more dramatic with his chaos, I prefer to cut to the chase. I prefer realism. I prefer being, well, direct. And while he gave technically direct answers to your furry friend, Endeavor, it seems as if none of you really realized, mind you, with the plausibility that technically he could have been a clone. The court themselves have been known quite a lot to be cloning your lot, because it's actually easy. You're fighting an enemy who is, shall we say, extremely difficult, in the sense that they have no order, except for one rule. But that I won't divulge into just yet. You'll find that out as you continue your journey.
Very well, I suppose. Two questions.
Yes, without much limitation. I will answer your 2 questions within a limitation that, while I cannot say, it's extremely tight with what I cannot say, but since the fact it's so little with what I cannot say, essentially you should be fine to ask anything that you need. And I should also mention that Soul gave, well, since you're my agent, I can make my own rules for you. Since I'm allowing you to ask 2 questions, I'm also going to give you a gift.
A gift. So generous.
That gift can be anything that you wish, whether it's an object, an ability, or, shall we say, a recruit. Now, while he doesn't agree with that, I, however, find that you are in need of more employment, and we just so happen to have the individuals, the men who would actually do quite well for you. Needless to say, you will be limited to who you can choose, because some of them are quite chaotic, and I don't trust them myself, but obviously I will give you a small selection of who you can choose, if you want to go that route.
Seems like a good route. But for my first question, for my gift, what do you think would be the best route I choose? Whether it be a recruit, an item, an ability, maybe a modification to one of my cybernetics or whatever it may be. What does your wisdom say I should do with it?
The cybernetics that you have, they're quite useful. A lot of the world that you're in will have a lot of adaptive features. I noticed that you were playing with Lex's Echo Plant generators. And I must warn you that playing with all of them at once, I've actually restricted you from making sure you can't connect them all. Connecting them all sort of turns it into an unstable state to where you would basically become a small nuclear bomb.
That seems like it'd be useful.
On you? I highly doubt that. You would be dead as well.
Well, what if I connected it? Like, this isn't going to ask Cosmo questions, is it? This is theoretical, right?
I'll allow it.
What if, let's say, theoretically, I connected it in the presence of, the ruler, right? I can't remember the names of people. The Red Mistress. For some reason, I was able to get into her presence.
You were never in the Red Mistress's presence. You were with the court of the Beauteous Fury. And, well, since you technically didn't ask any of the sort about them, I cannot answer. But if you were to connect all 5 of those Echo Plant generators to yourself, your body and the generators themselves would cause a cataclysmic event that would, it wouldn't be world destroying, but it'd definitely kill you and any occupant in about a 40-mile radius? These stones that Lex found that make the Echo Plant generators themselves are highly unstable. In fact, the way that he made them is rather, chaotic. And very loose, I should say. They are not meant to be used the way that he has made them to be, but nevertheless, he was a genius who made him that way.
Very well. Now, will you answer my question?
Didn't you already ask one?
I asked, what do you think I should do? You never actually answered the question.
You
said I should not do that. That
True.
doesn't actually answer the question. What do you think I should do?
You can use them as a rather grand barding chip. Because
I'm not
What's-
talking about the Echo Plant generators. I mean, as a
Oh.
gift you're going to give. I mean, I'll gladly take this free information. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to get you in trouble, though.
you can't get me in too much trouble. The others might have something to say about what I say, but to be fair, I am also like them, so it's more along the lines of I'm willing to give you rather surprise information for free just because I need you to be shall we say, more stable in the brain to make better decisions.
Very well.
Knowledge is key,
Now.
my friend.
I've come to learn that the longer I live. Now, what do you think I should do with the gift? What do you think I should request for the gift?
A very interesting question. Because to be fair, I could answer this in so many different ways that wouldn't really pertain to you. Essentially, since I've seen how you've worked, I've seen how you've handled certain scenarios, not all of them. You are quite capable just as you are. You just haven't quite, shall we say, harnessed what you could do. Despite the fact that you are, rather, shall we say, an old Jedi Knight, in a sense. But you haven't quite gone to the potential of what you should do. You've gone to the potential of what you can do, but not necessarily should do. Giving you an object that you would request yourself, if I was to make you something surprisingly, well, that could be a number of things. The question would be down to, what would you do with it? How would that help the team? This is technically an exercise on how you should handle this situation, not I. Because while I can think of thousands of solutions, it is up to you. You have the free will to decide what you need and what you do with it. Now, technically,
That's very correct.
I
But
could
asked
give you...
for wisdom.
That is true. You have. And I wasn't quite done yet, but needless to say, for you, let me ask you real quick, do you want to be the leader of this party? Do you want to be a guide, in a sense? Or are you here for the mystery? I mean, to be fair, you were brought here against your will. You don't know why you're here. Other than the fact we know why you're here, but you don't.
It's not something I've thought about since getting here. You know, I mean, you know my background. I just wandered for a very long time, surviving. But now I suppose I have a purpose. I say lead. Let me be your agent for the rest of my life.
You want to be just my agent, and that's it? As a gift? You already are my agent.
Not as a gift. You asked me what are my goals.
True. But when this mission is over and you are sent home, you'll technically no longer be my agent. It's impossible for you to be my agent forever because technically you don't belong to us.
Is there some kind of rule that says I have to be sent home?
Well, as a matter of speaking, there is. There are a few nuances that could change that, but I don't think you have time for that question to be answered. Not just yet. The more you go into this world, the more you'll realize exactly the laws of what you are working with here. Or you could ask it now, as one of your main questions, and I can explain to you exactly what's going on in this realm. And, well, that would technically help you guys a lot, because from what I'm seeing and from what Soul discusses with me, we've come to the conclusion that you guys are taking forever. But not like in a bad way, but you definitely do need help.
Need help is a good way of putting it.
And
A
technically,
very
I should warn
soft
you.
way of putting it.
I should warn you. 3 of the Agents of Souls have already been deployed to this realm. 2 of them are willing to work with you. One of them is rather forced to work with you, but the other one was definitely here to help you out. The 3rd one, you're going to be surprised about him.
Vale raises an eyebrow. I like surprises.
You won't
Anyway.
like this one. I will say that. But if you happen to meet the other 2, one of them certainly will, the other one we'll see. If you meet with the 2 of them, they have a rule. The rule is one that they cannot break, for if they do, they will be severely punished.
Very well.
I try to keep a little bit more mystery with my people, but to be fair, I don't know why soul limits me to do such a thing, but I'll tell you flat out, because honestly, I feel like it needs to be more known. The Leos, they cannot fight each other. They've been giving titles instead of names, because technically they all share the same name, but none of them are quite the same. Oh no, they don't really share much for similarities, except the fact that they're all brutes. They're all different kinds of brutes, but they are brutes nonetheless.
Good to know.
If
But-
I recall your conversation with Tennessee, he said for you to not trust the Leos. Now, he is semi-correct in that factor, but he's not fully correct. He doesn't like the Leos because of how they operate. And to be fair, there are a few of them that are a little, shall we say, wonky. A little, full of... They're definitely wild cards. They definitely are. But some of them are trustworthy. Heavily so. One of them you will hopefully be working with. The other has other goals in mind, and the other, who is already there, weirdly enough released, accidentally... Well, I shouldn't say accidentally. It was Tennessee who actually put him in that world. It was rather interesting to watch, if I do say so myself, but... Look at the time. I suppose you should be returning back to your friends soon. They need your help. The question is, what are your other questions? And what do you desire to use? We will speak again, but hopefully not when you're dead.
Hopefully not. But I still have one question, one gift, correct?
That is correct.
But here's the problem. You still haven't answered the first question.
You're right, I haven't, because technically there is no way to answer your question. The wisdom that I would give you is from my own perspective, in the sense that if you didn't even answer mine. Do you wish to be the leader? And I'm not talking about being part of my agency, oh no. I'm talking about,
Yes.
oh, you do want to be the leader. Very well.
If not me, then who?
That is also a very good question. Okay. With that instance, if you wish to lead this group properly, you're going to need, shall we say, a stat change.
A stat change.
Quite yes. For since the way that you convinced the little elf Lex to join your party, if you wish to recruit more people to be more, shall we say, cunning in other places that you'll need to be more cunning in, your intelligence is frankly high, which is good. Your intimidation is also grand. And persuasion as well is also well, but there are probably one or two other features you could probably use, shall I say. For one, you're the only one who also seemed to be healing the team. I mean, you had your healer killed, so there's not necessarily a way to get you guys back on your feet again. But if I was to say, giving you charm, some sort of way to maybe, because you'll be getting into bigger places. These bigger places will require, shall we say, other ways to convince people. But what do you think? It is up to you.
Good guidance and wisdom. Although you tell me charm, but you also mentioned healing.
Mm-hmm.
2 options. Suppose for the gift. I shall heed your wisdom. If you'd be so kind. If I maybe use a play of words. Actually, no, it'd be sound of. Now that I think about it, I'll say weird. I was gonna say charm me, but that feels like it'd sound weird.
Lex, I don't know.
But
where...
you get
Hey,
the
you! You wish to add more charm.
That was the purpose of the question, to get your wisdom. That is what your wisdom decided.
I'm only making sure that you are, shall we say, validating the wish that you need. I can give you charm without any hesitation. Are you sure you want that?
I'm sure I want to complete this mission.
Very
And
well.
This is the best way to do so. I wish for charm.
Your wish has been granted. You don't feel anything. But you definitely feel like something has changed in your brain, in a sense. Thus giving you an extra +6 on your charm stats for personality.
Sweet.
Now then,
This is good.
you still have one more question. What do you wish to know?
I was given information, right? Well, we should say the greatest plan right now is to recruit more people. Lost Lex, who I would arguably say was, of anybody in the group, a friend. And I was given information that more outsiders, part of the revolution, were found in Cobblecorn, Slank, and Paddleton.
Mm-hmm.
Which of the towns, like give me ranking order, 1, 2, 3, would they be more likely to join the cause?
Cobblecorn. Cobblecorn has a lot of members of the resistance in that town itself. Now, while the town itself may shock you a little by the time you get there, you may somewhat be standoffish with how the town actually is, but they would be the most to be joining the cause of the resistance. In fact, they already have a huge mark of the resistance there.
Yes, but the question was for outsiders. Do they have the most amount of, I don't say most amount of outsiders, outsiders that are more likely to help to join us?
A lot of the outsiders are in Cobblecorn. But if you want to know the most numbers of outsiders between those 3 cities themselves, Paddleton has a lot of outsiders. A lot more than Cobblecorn and Slank put together. But I will warn you, a lot of those outsiders work for the court. There is resistance there, obviously, but They are very hidden. If I was to tell you, you're better off finding who you need to find, Princess Halafa, through connections in Cobblecorn.
Would assume the Revolution connections.
Yes.
Okay.
Or you can try finding her yourself within Paddleton. You can also try figuring out exactly what's going on in Slank. Essentially, those 3 cities are very important. I mean, there is one other place, but that would require you doing something spicy, shall we say.
I've never been one to stray away from a little burn.
Very well. Claggagary Prison. It's not marked on the map, but for a very good reason. It's a hidden prison. A prison stockpiled with thousands of outsiders who dared to resist the court. However, they are mostly filled with villains. So they're not exactly the friendliest people, but if you are willing to roll the die, shall I say, and see if you can recruit a few villains to your team, that is always possible.
You've been very kind with your information.
I prefer my assets well informed, which is why Tennessee is my champion. One of the most highly, shall we say, and rather annoyingly, informed people you could ever meet. But that's the way he was made to be, shall we say.
Interesting. If you would indulge me for one moment longer before you send me away. I know we're running out of, I suppose, for proverbial time, because I guess we don't want, time doesn't pass here, right?
Not really. No.
Yeah.
When I drop you off in that world, I plan to just put you with your friends. That way you can basically get right into the action. I don't like to waste time. Soul, on the other hand, prefers to have a dramatic flair. So, yeah.
In Cobblecorn, would you be able to tell me where I could find the Revolution?
Well, yes. The only clue that I'll give you is the owner of Big Benji's Burger Bunkers. He's a rather interesting little man. Well, when I say little man, he's not even a man. He's a pine marten. You
I
do
don't
know
know
what
what Pine Martin is, but
a pine marten is kind of like a weasel. It is in the family of weasels and ferrets. It's an elongated, furry, small creature. He will be Irish, and he wears basically, he wears a paddy hat, if you know what that is.
it sounds fun. I appreciate that for that information.
You're welcome.
But one more thing. This isn't with this question, it's more personal, I suppose. Doesn't have to do with the mission or anything super important per se, so I don't foresee it going against the 2-question rule, since I've already used both questions. What happens to Lex? Because I would assume we both perished in the crash.
You both did perish. But weirdly enough, he's fine. He's not in the world anymore that you're in. But let's just say he's available.
He's safe, though.
Oh, yes. In fact, weirdly enough, he's been recruited. Against my better judgment, but nevertheless, he has been recruited. Now, anything else you need?
I mean, I'll take any information you'll give me without breaking the rules.
To be fair, there's not much I can say without breaking the rules that I have just set. I've answered your 2 questions, and I've given you your gift. Essentially, I could throw you out now. But I won't just yet until you are sufficiently satisfied with what you know, and with what you need to know. I can answer small questions, perhaps, but only once more.
Small question. What would be a, we'd say, good shop to visit in Cobblecorn?
Well, what exactly are you looking for?
Enhancements.
Well, then you wouldn't want to go to Cobblecorn. Cobblecorn doesn't really do much for tech. The town that Lex had you going to, and that you were told to go to, technically, Slank, is a much better fare for what you need. Well, actually, technically, Paddleton would be better, but that's further down the line, and honestly, I wouldn't have you... It would be wise not to go there now, in the current state you were all in.
I shall heed your wisdom. You've been nothing but honest. Maybe mildly cryptic, but honest. But hey, you doesn't good.
Oh.
Good cryptic, right?
Mm-hmm. As I should be. Because to be fair, there is a lot that you don't know, a lot you are going to learn, and I obviously don't want to give you that information too soon. But know this. I'll leave you with one last piece of advice. Any females in your group are in danger, and I'm not talking about with the court. The Ren Mistress is heavily involved, even though she hasn't moved in quite some time. But Sol has done something rather recently, rather unexpected. And while she hasn't awakened, that doesn't mean that her power is silent. Oh, no. She's still active. And while she is not in this world that you are in now, she is by far the most dangerous, shall we say, entity that you will hopefully never meet. But the reason why girls would be in trouble in your group, well, essentially, she studies them. But she only studies them because they are connected to Sol. You are all connected to Sol, kind of like you are connected to me. You are all interlinked with us now in this tale, and she will do anything that she can to rather bring you closer to her freedom, well before the time that she's meant to be released. Too soon, and we will all be in trouble.
So she's imprisoned?
In a sense.
In a sense?
I cannot indulge exactly how she is. I know how she is, but for you, I shouldn't tell much more information than that. It is vital that you warn any females whom you work with.
Any females isn't specifically outsiders, just females, period.
Outsiders are more affected. And some of them actually, shall we say, if you do come across them, they will have an armor against her. But there are, shall we say, if they are a free thinker, more open-minded, shall we say, to looking at all sides of morality, she will try to convince them more, in a sense.
It's good to know.
But she
Hard
does...
to wrap my brain around right now, but...
Oh yes, more will be, hopefully, explained in time. Once you find Princess Halafa, a lot more things can be explained, but... her freedom is imperative. especially with Lord Lord Kengun being around. But he's not even the... Never mind. It's probably best to send you on your way to your friends and continue the journey forth to Slank with all the information that you have.
Your wisdom prevails as always.
Very well. Would you like a drink before leaving, or are you fine?
Could I take it with me? 'Cause
Oh,
I mean, this was amazing. Like,
I'll allow it. And then once you're done with the glass, it will just disappear. So, no need to carry an extra dish around, you know?
yeah, I hate doing dishes, so I appreciate that very much, actually. More than you know. Anyways, I'm just rambling.
Very well. I will warn you, however, I have taken away your echo plant generators when you return home, mostly because they were killing you slowly. And
Even the white one?
even the
What,
white
heals me?
one. Yes, all of them were
Awesome.
slowly. The more you put on yourself, the more you were taking away from your own life force. It was an incredibly unstable event. While you didn't notice, they were smart in taking... It's complicated to explain. Essentially, if I explain more, it'll ruin a lot of things.
Very well.
Let's just say it was very unstable technology that was developed, and then somehow it found itself in that universe, and then so happened to be found by a small radioactive elf named Lex, who then decided to try and make little power generators out of them. Now, while he had good intentions, that wasn't the intention for those stones. Oh, no. In fact, weirdly enough, those stones were highly experimentative, and they were never actually a real, shall we say, fictional product. They were a theory. Then the theory somehow came into existence without being fully functional.
Then would it be possible to dismantle the generators and for me to keep the stones?
Killing the stones would actually kill you faster. The only reason why Lex survived with those stones himself was because he was immune to radioactivity of all kinds. His race was technically a mixture of gamma and cosmic radiation in their cells. Their anatomy essentially allow them to survive such extreme radiations mixed in with the nose zones themselves, and while he was a normal elf and not a mutant, the bloodstream still, the cells in all of his body sort of used the radiation that was in the air as more of a life source, in a sense. But kind of like how a flower absorbs power from the sun. They absorbed power from the radiation itself and became, more immune.
More immune.
But your cells aren't necessarily ready to develop that sort of immunity just yet, so probably best not to breathe in that stuff in the nose zone for too long, eh?
I'll keep that in mind.
All right. And with that, and with your drink, I will send you to your friends. Don't worry. By the time you return, you will have all of your stuff on you, your lightsabers, and all the equipment that you had on you originally. Considering the fact that you lost most of it when the other van exploded, but you know how it is.
I would expect nothing less from you, mind.
Perfect. Till we meet again. And hopefully not when you're dead. But then again, I won't go into that. Anyway.
I mean, not to be greedy. Like, if we do meet again, are you able to give me more free stuff?
Why, yes.
Cool. Okay. Sounds like a plan. Although I guess a good question would have been like, where are you? Anyways, that's for next time.
I will tell you this now. You can't necessarily ask where my location is, my location is not here. It's not in this world that you think that you're in. It's somewhere in a different reality. And it's far more, shall I say, it's not included in the realm of which you all live in. It is somewhere else. You can't get to it via any sort of tech. You can only be summoned when I feel like it. Or rather, when Soul feels like it as well for his gang. That's just how it works.
As always, your wisdom prevails.
Then I shall send you to your friends. And fare thee well. And as he says that, you are instantly teleported to literally right next to Endeavor and... Marinoa. There we go.
Do it.
Hey, I had to pull up the sheet because I was like, oh man, what's his name again? Oh no. And poof! You are now walking alongside both of them on the road as they are making their way to Slank, essentially, just instantly, with the glass still in your hand, with the flavorful drink of what you had. Just poof, right there.
Like right next to him, or
Just
can I
right next to him. Bam.
right behind him.
No, right in between them.
Darn. Just like, ooh.
Where on earth did you come from?
I suppose the afterlife or something like you guys.
Wait a minute. How's that bullet hole?
Yeah, if you shoot me again, I'm going to kill you. By the way,
You said you could catch it.
I wasn't ready. It doesn't count.
You want to go
Can't
again?
catch it. But we're in a hurry. We got things to do, people to find, get to know.
Who?
Anyways,
Who would have to find?
people.
What people? I tried to find you, and y'all threw a grenade bomb thingy, a rock that
No, the elf you killed did that. Also, his name is Lex.
Was
Anyways.
Lex.
No, is Lex.
Where'd that little bugger run off to?
No, he died too. He's just not dead still like me.
You make as much sense as a donkey pulling a carriage.
Says the guy who just shoots random people. Anyways, let's get going to. Let's just follow the road to Cobblecorn.
You know, when he said to you that he gave you all your stuff back, you still have the map.
Yeah.
Okay, just letting you know.
But I've looked at the map so many times, I just know it now.
Oh,
I don't have to
okay.
pull out
Okay.
the map.
You make your way along the dusty road. The dusty road that, you just walk. And you walk. You walk a little more, included with more walking. The walking that you've done leads into more walking until the sun basically starts to set into the night sky. During which you've still seen no life. There has been what seems to be no patrols, wondering what happened to the original group that was, that's sent to come kill you guys before. Nothing happened. There's just you guys along a dirt road, and it's starting to get dark. How do you guys feel?
Well, considering I'm still coughing my lungs out from that gas, it's all right.
Sorry, what? All I heard was the "we're walking for a long time" part.
Marinoa just
Was
said
that
that
it?
he's just been coughing a lot.
Okay.
Essentially nothing has actually happened, but it is up to you guys if you want to continue through the night, or you can rest.
Rest.
Resting is a good idea. I guess I'm still getting used to back to being alive. Oh. Well, you guys rest and I'll keep first watch.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Where do you wish to camp? From what you see from where you guys are standing, is it still essentially the woods has actually kind of faded a little. It's definitely gotten a lot thicker to you guys on the right as you've went along with the woods fading itself. There's still the giant fields of farmland or whatever is actually out there. It's still to your left, and then to your right is just a bit of forest, but with it's a lot less dense than it was before. Yeah. And there is no wooden fences, by the way. It's just that fence is gone.
Well, maybe we pull off the road and hide a little bit, not be out in the open.
It's good thinking.
Let's do that.
You sound like you've lived in the wilderness for a while. Sounds like you've wisdom through experience, through lived experience.
It's mostly just being a thief. You try to avoid people.
Excuse me, what?
You know, you steal things, people don't tend to like it very much, and you just got to find places to hide. Just when you're going down the road after a while, and you know you don't know who you can trust, you don't trust. You just pull off the side of the road, and you camp in ways where nobody can see you. Been a loner for a while now.
Okay. Yeah, let's just get off the side of the road and camp. Because I was about to just make a threat to say, if you steal something from me, I'll cut your hands off, but I feel the feeling I'm going to need you to have your hands.
Well, they'd be useful, especially if we had to pick some locks or something.
I mean, I can just cut through locks, but yeah, pick locks.
Sometimes that's not always the option.
Anyway, yeah, I think over here is probably a good place to camp. What do you think?
It looks all right. It's off the road quite a bit. We should be all right. We can hear things if someone's coming, and you can keep a good watch, and we'll roll with that.
Very well.
The three of you park alongside the side of the road towards the more wooded area. You find a nice little divot in the ground to sort of have your little camp. Do you light a fire at all?
Probably shouldn't.
Okay.
I mean, it's not cold. We're not trying to cook anything. There's no reason to draw some unwanted attention to us.
It is a very warm night. You definitely don't need a fire for heat, and you don't really have any rations. Or does Melanova? Does Melanova have rations? I didn't look at that. I just got your sheet today, so I didn't get to look at it. I'll just say you don't have rations, you just park yourselves in this little divot, and essentially, Vale takes first watch as you sleep through the night. And during the night, nothing happens for Vale's first watch. Monroe. Oh. Hey. Marinoa. There we go. He slowly, actually, the gas that was stuck in his lungs before begins to clear. He starts to feel refreshed once more again. And
So, I mean, I'm healed, or
you're healing.
works for me.
It gets to the point where it is Vale's end of his watch. Who does he choose for the second watch of the night?
You know, the guy that can't remember his name too. Villanova.
All right. Marinoa.
Marinoa.
There you go.
Yep, that guy.
Guess it's my turn to keep watch. I'll give you some rest, big man.
I swear if you take anything from me, you'll regret it. I'm not going to cut your hands off, because...
Oh, don't
Anyway.
worry, man.
The guy who, stole us from our homes says I'm gonna need you, or something like that. I don't know.
Well, I
He also
guess
said we're gonna need pretty much as many people as possible to help us fight. Did it never explain anything to you actually? Anything about the court or
nope.
who we're trying to?
And
Okay.
we just appeared and we started walking. We saw the crater, and then we saw the truck. Then we started going towards y'all, and I shot you in the back of the head, and now we're here.
Well, I mean, you shot him in the back of the head, then he crashed the truck. Now we're here.
Semantics.
Oh yeah, we were taken here from, without a will and such like that, to find a very tall elf from what is normal with this world, named Palafla Lively. She was kidnapped, I believe, by the court or something like that. I believe the guy who, kidnapped us pretty much, if I remember correctly, he said she was in Paddleton, but we shouldn't go there yet because we'd probably die. So we're on our way to Cobblecorn, which has some people who are with the Revolution, and I know where to find the Revolution because I talked to, this guy. After Cobblecorn, we're probably going to head to Slank because that's where our guy Lex said to go. Also, they got some good stores over there. I want to buy some stuff with the money we don't have. Although,
Buying things. Man, I'll teach you something here.
I was going to say you could steal people's money so they could buy stuff, but yeah, you can steal stuff too.
So
As long as you... Anyways, but we're trying to save her, but also, yeah.
So I see. So we've got a damsel in distress situation. We've been kidnapped and placed here. And where's everybody else? Who are we supposed to... You said we need to hire people?
Hire recruits. There should be some in Cobblecorn's flank, and even some in Paddleton, part of a Revolution Resistance, something like that, who would be willing to help us. There were more in our party. They all died and, for some reason, didn't come back to life, like me and Endeavor and Lex, although Lex isn't here with us. Anyway, why we're the lucky ones, I don't know. But yeah, long story short, damsel in distress. Bad guys are really powerful, so we want a lot of help. We're going a couple places. Yeah.
We'll get you some rest.
And Vale pulls out the world map and hands it to him. And he's like, you can look through this to see, like, we're here, probably in this general area right here on this road. And Vale's pointing on the map. This is Cobblecorn, this is Slank, this is Paddleton. These people don't like us over in this town. This is where Lex is from, talking about Clarendon and Teeterton, stuff like that.
I see. So we're trying to go here to Coppercore.
Yeah.
And what's in Coppercore that we're supposed to be finding?
Revolution members. Resistance. The Revolution. Resistance. I have good intel saying there's a gentleman there who, when we get there, I'll show you where it is. Or we can find where it is. And, he should be a good contact for the Revolution. Peachy?
Sounds peachy.
Awesome.
Keeping us map or you want it back?
I've looked at the thing so much, I've practically got it memorized, dude. You can just hold on to it for
fold
now.
it up and put it in my pocket.
If that's what you want to do with it, dude, I'm just gonna go take a nap.
Oh.
Which, your watch only needs to be half as long as mine is. Because I only need to sleep for, like, very little time, honestly, compared to normal humans. I don't know, man. I don't know anymore with species and stuff. I'm tired. Yawns.
Alright then. I guess I'll take my watch.
And if I die on your watch, I'm gonna haunt you. By the way, hope you know that.
Intriguing.
I don't know if haunt that's a thing you can do, but I'm gonna do it.
Well, you just died and came back, you done said, so I don't think you can haunt.
Oh, also one more thing, we have 2 more deaths, and then after that we're done. By the way, I found that out too.
2 more. Who told you all this now?
The guy who kidnapped us from our worlds. He also said if we do this job for him, we'll get to go back. So,
This guy don't seem very trustworthy, but alright if you say so.
well, he has the ability to take us from our own worlds without our consent, and he knows a lot of stuff, and he can just revive us at will, apparently. Whether he's trustworthy or not doesn't seem like a whole big... I feel like it's not a big deal to you. It shouldn't be that big of a deal, because he could probably snap his fingers and, end you.
Yeah. I don't know about all that.
I mean, I trust him, because I've been around here longer than you have. And I've
Yes.
had a chance to chat with him and his lackey, Tennessee. Anyway, yes, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Alright, sweet dreams, Buttercup.
Can I roll for my deuces now?
You can after we have a small break. I need a bathroom break, so.
Oh, thank the Lord, me too.
Yeah, let's small break, small break.
Right back.
Okay, we all back?
I'm here.
I guess they aren't. That's fine. I ain't liking the story so far.
Oh, it's quite amusing so far. Especially with the banters going back and forth.
And you know what's pretty nice is I've already figured out how I'm gonna get Clarice to back into the party once she plays again. Well, hopefully plays again. I would like you guys to actually make it to one of the important towns. Although I wonder why he changed his mind. Why is he going to Cobblecorn instead of Slag?
Yeah, because that's where Endeavor was heading to, was Slang, but I guess he's being redirected elsewhere.
I was like, you guys are technically deciding where you want to go, but don't know. I mean, I set up Slank for you guys to go to, and now he wants to go to Cobblecorn.
That's where we're going. Or now we're going to Cobblecorn.
Oh, now you're back. Oh, okay. I see how it is. Trying to have a private
Go to the
chat with my
bathroom,
friend Elias here.
Oh,
and-
well, I'll leave then. Bye.
No, it's too late. You're already here now. I mean, what I said is true, but I'm just like, oh, he's going to Cobblecorn now. Okay. I gotta redirect the path. I gotta pull out the other notes for that town. Oh. Man, 100 grams and 500 grams of carbs is a lot to drink. Whew.
Yeah, a little bit.
What?
A little bit.
Well, yeah. Trying to finish it, and I'm just like, dude, I'm feeling full.
It ain't working, is it?
I didn't even get to have my purple drink yet.
Not the purple drink.
Yeah, I got Grape Wild from Gorilla Mind, and I'm like, I was looking forward to drinking that. And I was like, I can't because I gotta finish this.
Or just drink both.
Can't just drink both. That's not how that works.
I mean, you just add it to the concoction you already made. Just pour it in there.
No, I want my pure grape flavor, not infected by my whiskey chocolate flavor. Okay. Besides, there's not much of the big jug left. Oh. Yeah. How far are you guys on my map? That's the real question. Are you guys actually anywhere near? I don't think you guys are. That's the thing. There it is. Well, I don't know. I guess this actually kind of works out. I forgot. Now you guys are actually okay.
We're okay.
You're okay. I'll have to make this more known on the story that technically Cobblecorn is actually closer than Slank.
Oh wow.
Like by a lot. I kind of forgot how much closer Cobblecorn was. But I wanted you guys to go shopping, and well, there's not much stores for you guys to actually do in Cobblecorn because of how the town actually is. But you'll see why. Actually, if I speed this up a little, I can actually get you there. And then you'd be able to actually explore the town a tiny bit before the end of the session. Which means I need to pull up my papers. I'll need to pull up my Cobblecorn papers. Where are they?
Oh golly Z pal.
Where? Wait, whose town is this? Is this Slank?
It's over the rainbow.
Oh, this is. Oh, those are. What the deuce?
That is funny.
That's not. Okay, no. This is fine.
Oh, yawn. You're letting me yawn.
Well, meh.
Yeah.
Me.
There's Meatwad again, I swear.
Who's Meatwad? Oh yeah, the guy.
Oh, we talked about this, yeah.
I was gonna say, Borderlands and 7 Days to Die had an update today. I wonder what that's about.
Oh, Lord. I better go update them then.
Well, I think 7 days was like 56 megabytes, and then like Borderlands was like 1.04 gigs, so it was like very small.
Good. Why?
It's just a small patch.
7 days to die update.
I wonder if we should actually play the. Should we play Void Train
It's up to
again?
date. Wait, what?
Should we try and actually see where the story goes, Elias, where Void Train was? I don't think Absent wants to because of how strenuous it was, but I'm curious to see if it actually went somewhere with the story. It made no sense, the story, but I was okay.
I wonder if they made any improvements with the game yet.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's now out of beta. It's now official, so technically they should have fixed it. I say technically because sometimes when something comes out of beta, it may not be fixed.
What's it called now?
Void Train.
Void Train?
Yeah, Void Train. It's a survival game. You're basically on a steam engine in space solving Norse lore.
Oh,
But it's also not Norse lore. It's got Norse lore in it, but like in a sense of like magicalness of like what?
that was loud. That was my eardrums. Lord, ouch. Why so loud? Oh, this looks interesting.
You know, everyone raves about Arc Raiders, and I really don't know why.
Never played it.
It's not that great of an extraction shooter. I had more fun not trying to kill players and not looting anything than what it actually is. I'm just like, really? This is boring. It's way too repetitive. And it's like, it's one of those games where if you had access to the beta, that's when you should have started playing it, because then everyone's an expert all of a sudden and they're just like outgunning you already. It's just like, this isn't fun.
Makes sense.
It's a valid crash out, yeah.
Did you even hear my crash out?
Something about Arc Raiders and how everybody's a professional unless you played the early access.
Yeah, it's just,
And how it's not a very good extraction shooter.
I mean, it kind of isn't. It's just, like, I've played more intense extraction shooters and had fun with them, but that one's just kind
I've
of
heard
meh.
Payday's so much better.
Dude, Payday's great. Payday's fun because it's so chaotic.
I've only ever played Payday 2, but yeah.
I want to
heard
play
so
the
much
new
better.
one that's coming out, the heist game that they decided to make. What's it called? Den of Wolves. Yeah, Den of Wolves. I want to do that one. It's the developers of Cyberpunk and Payday. They've collaborated to make this game, and it actually looks like it's a lot of fun.
Interesting.
Look, they did good with Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk was a good game.
Sorry, not Cyberpunk. It's GTFO. If you guys are familiar with that one.
Oh yeah. Still a good game.
Yeah, I like that one. I actually got invited to the very, very early alpha of that game too, and it was broken, but it was fun. You couldn't fall from a 3-foot fall drop without dying. Is what would happen a lot of the time. Because I'd be like, "I got you, friend," and then I'd like fall down and be like, "I'm down," and like, "What'd you do?" And I'm like, I just took a step off this ledge and apparently broke all my femurs." So there was that, but it was still pretty good. All right, are we ready to get back into the action?
Certainly.
All right, after the shift of no, sorry.
You gotta quit doing that.
Yeah, after his shift, it's still technically the middle of the night. And with the advice from Vale saying you don't have to, stay up so long for him to take over the next shift if he felt like it while he sleeps, because he says he doesn't need much sleep. It's up to you if you want to change positions now or just keep going and see what happens?
We'll keep going. It'll be all right.
Okay. Another 2 hours pass, and by this time you actually start to see a sunrise. Like the beginning cracks of dawn where the light of the sky is no longer solid black. There is the blue shade of tint and color mixed with gray to announce the sun's presence as it starts to its slow incline over the land around you.
Well. All right, wake up, everybody. Let's go. Let's start walking again.
Okay. Should have brought tissues. I
So
can't.
can I roll for my deuces now?
Oh, that's right. Why didn't you say that
That's
before?
Because I forgot after sitting on the toilet for 5 minutes.
All right. As he's waking everybody up, we'll roll for your rolls. I just have to find the page over there. There. Okay. Just roll two d6s for me, and we'll see what happens.
What's a d6? Oh, I don't have that. There it is. I'm expecting like a d20 roll, man. Gotta change it up on me like that. 2d6. Let's do this one. And let's do this one. I've never used that one before. One of them's a 4. The other one's a 1.
Okay. One is you get to have a high chance of finding something rare and useful during your searches for anything in any one-time searching event. And number 4 is actually kind of useful to you now. And here is why. As you all slowly wake up at the crack of dawn and greet the day, the actual rather cool morning that it is, it's not like cold cool, but it's like on the warmer side of cool, essentially, like enough that it's probably cooled down to 55 degrees. It's very pleasant to wake up in the morning. It was enough that you could sleep, but as you wake up, you actually feel rejuvenated in the crisp, coolish air with the warm, like, while the air is cool, but the ground is warm. And weirdly enough, you hear a horn. Just a small horn from far away.
You didn't even tell me what the other roll was.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
what the other
I
roll-
know. I said this one's kind of useful to you now, and here's why.
Okay,
Listen to my words. Okay.
I'm listening. Just thought you were talking and forgot about it.
And you all hear the
listening.
horn. What do you think?
Everybody, get down! Get down! What's that noise?
As you tell everyone to get down, and I assume they follow your lead in doing so, you hear something approach. And it gets closer and closer, and then it finally stops. Its engine running and sitting. When it finally bellows, a longer horn going, do you choose to look up?
Yeah.
Right.
Bill looks up in hope and anticipation that it's Auric.
Weirdly enough,
Not sure how to help you with that.
huh?
Okay, Siri.
Yeah, I was like, hey, yo.
It was not Siri, it was Alexa.
Oh, I'm
Wait,
sorry.
no, I didn't mean, I wasn't talking to you this time. Go away.
Oh, we got our clankers confused. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Dang Clanker.
As you look up, you weirdly see a different vehicle. A dark
No.
gray SUV, small. Its side is to you with a roof rack. A dark black roof rack that just has on the top. A lot of body damage all over it, though. But it honks to you.
Oh, dear golly.
And as it honks to you, it opens up 3 of the 4 doors. The one door that didn't open was the driver's side. As it waits.
Do I see anybody in the driver's seat?
You don't see anybody.
Oh,
Because the windows are tinted.
The windows are not
what's
tinted.
your
Okay.
you? I forget your name for some reason. You yeah, you. Yeah, it's okay. We could probably trust this thing. You know, driving itself over here. We could probably trust it. It'll be okay. Don't worry about it. We've been driven around by an autonomous vehicle before, and he's very trustworthy. His name was Oric.
So it's like
I
a horse.
don't.
We get on it.
Horse.
We ride it.
Yeah, you see the thingy that opened up to like doors. You know what a door is, right?
Well, yeah. I ain't stupid.
Well, you are talking like, is it a horse? Da, 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 da. Like you don't know what a vehicle is, man. Like a horse and buggy. It's like a horse-drawn carriage, but without a horse. How about that? You understand that?
That makes sense.
Okay,
So,
yeah. So just jump in. Yeah, we'll be all right.
Dear.
and,
As you all approach the SUV, where do you all sit?
Endeavor
Okay.
sits in the back. I know that.
Vale gets in the passenger seat, the front passenger seat.
Okay.
As he enters, he rubs his hand against the side of the body of the vehicle as he's going around the car, using his ability. And he fixes and heals the damage on the vehicle.
It doesn't happen.
Son of a gun! You gotta
As you
ruin
climb,
my fun like that.
as you climb into the front passenger side of the car, the glove box opens with an envelope inside.
Oh, what does it say?
I grab the envelope and open it.
You open the
Read
letter.
it.
You open the letter, and as you open the letter, it says, "Hey, it's me, your friendly neighborhood orc. Version 2.0, essentially. Let's just say I had an incident previously, and I have obviously changed form. Yes, quite. I'm here to actually take you to Cobblecorn and give you probably a small piece of advice from which you can ask me. All you have to do is put this envelope back in the glove box, and I will answer it promptly once you ask. You have to close the lid just to make sure you know."
Awesome to see you, Oric. I'm kind of curious of what happened because I mean, I kind of do like the new version. It looks pretty nice. Why you can't fix your dents, I don't know. Yeah, it's good to see you. Endeavor, you remember the truck that was driving us around for a while?
Oh, yes, absolutely, I do.
Yeah, you remember work. Yeah, this is Oric. He just had like a body paint job. I don't know, man. Body work done, I guess is a way of saying it. I don't know. So yeah. Also, the guy in the back, I still can't remember the name too, because I don't know, man. I give up.
you know,
Yeah, we can trust this car. Or before I ask you a question or anything, or what's the limitations on the question? He puts the envelope back in the glove box, closes it.
As you close the glove box, he automatically shuts all the doors, so you're all cozy inside. Funny enough, he actually turns on the aircon system just so it actually gets a little nicer in the car itself, and you are greeted with the nice, comfy interior that he actually has. It's not a little ratty, it's actually quite clean and rather fresh. As he begins to pull away at a rather, shall we say, from what you remember before, he didn't sound great. Now he does. He sounds perfect, like an actual functioning vehicle. Just definitely roughed up on the outside, but he works. He thunders across, he starts pulling onto the dirt road and starts driving like normal. In which case, about a minute or two later, the glove box opened once again with a new letter. Hold on, I need a drink.
I read it.
I know.
And I really want the little chicken right.
Huh?
what?
What even was that?
Chicken again.
Ugh. Okay. Meh. I've actually forgotten what your question was now.
I want clarifications on what question I can ask him.
Ah,
What are the limitations?
Okay. You open up the letter, and it reads, "To what I can answer, essentially, I will first answer your non-essential questions. Let's just say my previous body died, rather abruptly and unexpectedly, which is why I am in this new body. The reason why you can't heal me is because technically I don't exist in your reality. And 3, to the limitations of questions you can actually ask me is, well, nothing too deep, shall we say. If you need more clarification on that, feel free to just ask and I'll be able to answer. We have a long way to go, but if you all fasten your seatbelts, I can make it actually quite a lot faster."
Okay.
Any reasons for work? Because I still got a headache from that time you shot me in the back of the head for some reason. Even though I'm completely healed from it. I can't think of something right now. You guys got any questions for our friendly neighborhood orc?
No,
What's-
not currently.
Hey, little still don't know your name. Remember your name. You, anything you want to ask the not horse-drawn carriage?
Nope. I don't think he should be talking back, but you know what? It'll be all right.
Hey, I'm just happy that we have a mode of transportation to get us to where we need to go a lot faster, so I'm happy for that.
It's the little things in life.
Well, orc. Well, then you guys should buckle up because he can get us places real fast. Anyway, well, orc, I've got a question for you. What are some good questions I should ask you? And he puts the paper back in the glove box and closes it.
Has everyone actually...
And he buckles up.
Okay. Has everyone buckled up?
Yes.
Ever did that automatically as soon as he sat inside.
Okay. And hearing the final click from Vale, he rockets forward at an alarming speed, as you can tell from the dashboard. On the speedometer itself, when it was first a relaxing 35 miles an hour as you guys were just starting your journey, instantly rockets up to 150 miles an hour as he starts just thundering down the dirt road, realizing that you guys need to get places fast.
Oh my god.
It's definitely such an alarming side of acceleration that you actually all get kind of planted into your seats a little bit. The bumps on the road actually make it feel like he's kind of flying there, but he actually absorbs them pretty nice. He's a lot smoother than he was before as the rough truck. As he's bulldozing, he's just charging across the dirt road, trying to make up time as much as possible. To answer your question, he reopens the glove box and a new letter pops out. With you opening it up to see what his response is, he just simply says, "Why don't you just ask? Just ask what's on your mind. I'm not a mind reader. I'm a car."
Seems like a cop-out. This is me to you, Juke. It seems like a cop-out. You didn't want to think of more questions.
You know what? Look, I can't come up with, I don't know what you want, okay? It's just like, okay, what kind of question? I don't know. Just be specific. Do I have to make up everything?
No, I just have a headache and can't think of anything right now.
You don't have to ask. I'm just saying, he said he could. You don't have to yet.
Was this like the role for the deuces was Orc shows up?
Yes. Number 4 is Oric shows up and gives you a lift and drops some lore that you wish.
That rhymed.
It did?
Cool.
I thought it did it not?
Did it?
Not
Or-
paying attention, man. Again, headache.
What lore does work have to drop?
Well, you didn't ask any. You didn't ask for anything, so...
Ended question.
Well, Ask it that. Ask the car that.
Oh, Oric, you got any good places for me to go to? Like stores, I mean, mine told me Capricorn's not a great place to go. Enhancements for cybernetics, but he said to go to Slink, right? I'm assuming you know this, like you're telekinetic, Oric, but anyways. Yeah, no, that happened. I talked to mine. Said not to go to Capricorn for cybernetic enhancements. He said go to Slink. Have any good shop ideas in Slink? When I ask these questions, let's just assume I'm going to put the note back in there and close it.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep saying that.
His response is simply, when you hit Slank, there's loads of places you can actually look for your cybernetic parts. There are military surplus stores to magical shops, essentially. With a lot of the military stores that Slank has, you would be able to find a surplus of equipment to outsource yourself to make yourself even a lot better. Now, I will say that Cobblecorn, while it doesn't have much in the sense of specialty shops for that, there is technically a robot store and a gun store, which I assumed you were heading to Cobblecorn now, not Slank.
Oh, we are. Oh, that's right. I can't. I'm thinking this is a conversation.
Well, I mean, you can say that out loud because he can hear you, but essentially he's speaking to you through the letter, so he automatically hears what you're saying because you know what he wrote.
Yes, we are going to Cobblecorn, but we're going to Slank after Cobblecorn.
Then Cobblecorn,
assuming we can recruit people.
Okay, Cobblecorn, I will still take you. And obviously, with the one, I should warn you that technically Cobblecorn is, it's a place for little critters. And some of the stuff that you'll find there isn't necessarily made for people, in a sense. It's probably best just to see exactly what you're getting into by the time we actually get there, which should be in roughly 6 hours with us going 150 miles an hour, as long as, well, let's just say even if something does get in my way, it won't stop me.
What do you mean by that? I don't know what that means.
Let's just say I have...
What do you got? What do you got tucked away that'll take care of stuff?
Would you like me to demonstrate?
Oh, would I? Please do.
As you ask that question and he hears, he automatically veers off the road, heading towards a massive giant redwood tree that happens to be among the forest. As he's driving through the very unstable and very, shall we say, heavily, it's not damaged, but just the way that, normal earth is in a forest, it's not level. He drives with a semi-roughness now, but as he approaches the giant redwood tree, he just crashes through the tree without any actual damage to himself, and the tree just kind of explodes into splinters and shards of wood everywhere, not harming any of the occupants on the inside of the car.
That seems like a lot of fun, or you should do it again.
As he hears your request,
it's not 6 hours anyways.
As he hears your request, he then veers into a row of trees and proceeds to take them out systematically. The trees and logs and branches fly in every direction as he just crashes through them all. And then eventually there's actually a giant boulder, in which case he just crashes through the boulder instead, sending it into places and things.
What is battle tank? Or is that tank?
Are you allowed to allowed to run into people, Oric? Like that?
No.
People.
Orc immediately stops.
Your name's not Oric Endeavor.
He immediately stops, and there's another letter that pops out of the glove box. You open it up, and it reads, "Yes, I can run over people if they are in my way, but I will determine if they are meant to be ran over or not. Trees and rocks are nature. Nature sucks, so therefore it's gonna get my wrath, whether it likes it or not. But people, on the other hand, is whom I serve. I will calculate if they need to be extinguished or saved.
Alrighty.
Good to know. Random question I also just had. Are you able to get to mind?
He opens another letter.
As you're not of this reality, are you able to get to mind?
He gives you another letter, and it reads, "Technically, yes. I can get to mind. I can even get to soul. There's just only a few people whom I can't quite get into if you are speaking of the counterparts themselves." You read
are you
this.
able to get to them
He,
with us?
he eventually makes his way onto the road and back on your journey, going back at the same speed as he originally was before, answering your next question with a simple, I wanted to drink, actually. But with the
Dun,
question,
dun, dun.
with the question that he wanted to, with the answer that he has for you is simply because. Wait, did you ask if you could do it right now? That was the question.
Well, then if he's able to take us,
Oh, okay. He simply replies to you, "I cannot do that now. That is not in my services to go and do just yet. If you are summoned to be needed by one of the major two, I will take you there. But right now you don't need to see them, so I will not take you to them. But I can, if the case need be."
good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Anybody else have any questions for Oric?
I can think of.
Endeavor, do you want to ask questions?
Well, Endeavor can only think of one on his mind of the particular moment. And so he asks the question out loud, saying, Are you certain that you're not a Lamborghini that's disguised as a broken up SUV by any chance?"
He sends Vale another letter saying, "Does he actually think I'm broken down? I thought I was doing pretty good. I feel a little offended that you find me broken."
Oric, you look great. You look great. You look great, Oric. You look great. You're performing great. You're awesome. Okay, don't listen to him. I don't know. He's an idiot. I don't know.
Thank you. You're very kind.
And a pacifist, apparently. I forgot he was a pacifist.
But to answer your question, as the letter
Idiot.
kind of continues, no, I am not a Lamborghini. I am a simple Ford Explorer from 2004.
So that's exactly what I was. What I was thinking when you had SUV with a rack. I immediately thought Ford Explorer.
I am simple yet efficient, with a slight, shall we say, creative license. And that's all. That's all I am. Endeavor. Not really much to me, as you can obviously tell by the inside of my interior, with my very plush seats and rather simplistic dash. That's all I have.
Or do you have any wish you wish to bestow upon us?
I gave you wisdom just a second ago. What do you mean?
Like any more wisdom?
I I feel like that's all I can actually give you. I can give you refreshments, 1 drink for 1 customer. I've been allowed to do that.
You guys want drinks?
Oh, Endeavor immediately speaks up at that. Yes, I will gladly take one. Specifically, a large glass of water or plastic cup, whatever's available. I'll take it. Just a large size, please.
Large.
You two are supposed to also give out your drink orders.
Um,
Are you able to give me what? And he pulls out the cup that mine. Are you able to give me more of this? Because he still hasn't finished it.
I was gonna say, I was like, I don't think
he
he ever
hasn't drunk
finished
any of it since. No, he never drank any of it since he's gotten back. He still just got the cup with the juice in it. He's been very careful not to spill it.
I'm surprised.
that's intense.
Oric just replies, yes. Yes, I can get you more if you want.
No, double that one.
How much? It's like the limit. How much?
I can give up to you 64 fluid ounces and maximum for any drink.
64 fluid ounces as in like 1 container? Or just 64 fluid ounces, period?
1 drink per customer with a maximum of 64 fluid ounces, whether it be in a bottle, a mug, or a box.
I'll take a bottle. 64 fluid ounces of this stuff. This good stuff right here.
Did Marinoma...
So I guess mine never gave me a name for it.
Did Marinoma want to drink?
Yeah, that seems so. Whatever that juicy stuff he drinking. I don't know what it's called.
Okay.
Smells like whiskey though.
As you announce what you want, in the back seat, a cup holder pops out from the back of the armrest in the front seats, and magically or rather on the right side towards where Endeavor sits, is a nice glass jar of water. A rather large glass jar of water with a sticky note on the jar that says, feel free to throw out the window because it's more economically friendly. Because it's made of sand. Get it? And with a little smiley face on the end. On the other end, with the magical 64 fluid ounce bottle of what we call Mind Special, appears with the same glittery sort of shimmering chromed specialty drink. Appears in its own fancy frosted glass bottle.
There you go.
In the front seat, on also below, or not below, I guess, beside Vale on in front of the armrest, where there is a pocket of 2 cup holders and like an area to store pens and some stuff, another bottle of the same stuff appears.
Vale immediately, the cup that mine gives him, he immediately just downs the whole cup.
Okay.
Cup disappears.
Yeah, the cup would disappear.
He's like,
Poof.
oh, I've been waiting so long for that. No, I got something to take with me. Or do you got anything else here that would be useful? Like,
in what way would you like it useful?
Like anything inside you?
Oh,
Like anything just laying around?
you want what's
that'd be
inside
useful
me?
to take.
Okay,
Why do you say it like that?
because it's funny.
Well, I should say why is it? I say, why is it written like that? Why'd you write it like that?
Why'd you write it like that?
Wait, does the orc officially like speak a language, or does he only communicate through letter?
He's only talking to you through this letter, but he does make little like little smiley faces and little emotes that look like they're actually hand drawn in, essentially, because it looks like it's handwritten notes, not typed. But there is like he does add personal flair to some of these words.
Okay. Just wondering because I can understand like droid or robot or whatever you want to
Clanker.
call it.
I can understand
I can understand clanker. Yeah.
He simply just says to you, he's like, I do have stuff stored in me. If you wish to borrow said stuff, it is only a ratchet strap, an old Carhartt onesie so you can work on stuff, and some tools.
What kind of tools?
The mechanical kind. Just stuff just in case if anything ever falls apart. It's mostly full of sockets and ratchets. There may be a wrench in
So
there.
I shouldn't borrow those just in case you need to fix yourself.
I can't fix myself. I'm a car. And no, technically, what's wrong with me is body damage currently. And so that stuff's not going to help.
Apparently, which I also can't fix for some reason.
Let's just say I'm not
Anyway.
bound by the laws of this reality. I have to follow a different set of instructions.
Okay. Makes sense.
You, at this point, just cruise right along the road at a very high speed. It's rather comfortable, and with Oric making sure that you are all very comfortable on the inside, refreshed with, well, drinks, and the cool, refreshing air that he wishes to share through either the aircon or the open window if you choose. He travels along for roughly around 5.5 hours, making it actually a half an hour ahead of schedule, to where he pulls over on the long side of the road to where you are all greeted with a very clean sign that says, "Welcome to Cobblecorn." He then pulls out another letter out of the glove box for Vale to read, of it saying, "This is where I have to end my drive for, well, reasons. If you need the stuff that I've announced before, feel free to take them or not. That's up to you. The contact of who you'll need to find should be in this town, along with some of the other Resistance members, and honestly, I hope you have a good day. Have a great one."
Oh,
Or
Wow.
one last question before we go. Why don't you ever come into any of the towns?
Because if I'm seen by, shall we say, court members, it's complicated. Essentially, I'm wanted by the court. If they find me, they're able to do stuff. And honestly, the people whom I work for don't want me to fall into the wrong hands. Not that they will allow it. They will definitely intervene in some way or other, but it will be very messy. I am meant to get you to your places without any problems, as you can obviously tell. But the rest is up to you.
huh. That's very good stuff to really say. Well, in that case, you're very grateful for the lift.
Very grateful indeed.
And if you really want to know the math...
Huh? Sorry, Johnny.
Oh, it's okay. He writes on another note, he's like, I figured you would need to save time to get into this place. Mathematically, you guys would have taken at least about a month to get here, due to all the mileage that I had to, drive to get over here, but to reinsure that you guys actually got here in rather record time, thus making it actually harder for the court to track you, because essentially they only think you're walking on foot.
You, Oric, I owe you one. You are
That-
a lifesaver. Literally, because, I've only got a certain amount of lives left, apparently. Are you able to answer this question? Sorry, one more last question, Oric. I would assume, the whole backstory of, we have a certain amount of lives, right?
I do.
If we run out of lives, do we go back to our original, or are we just dead?
That is not for me to quite say, mostly because of the realities that you all belong to. There is 2 possible endings for you if you die and actually can't make it back here. Essentially, you are either taken to your original world once more to live out the rest of your life there, or you are lost to the abyss, to the void. Or shall we say, the existence between the realities that I am in and the realities that everyone else is.
That's, thank you. It gives me something to think on.
And as he tells you this, he opens the doors for all of you to simply exit him. And once you are all out of the car, essentially, once you are out of work, he closes his doors gently, and then he turns around and faces the road, of where he came from. Gives you a small peep, and then he takes off simply down the road to the point where he just sort of disappears. Out of sight, and weirdly enough, no tracks